back to the tea table. Today we're going to look at a toolbox type deck, much like our last video that was Sylveon VMAX. This one, however, revolves around Flaaffy. So the original printing of this card was an Evolving Skies. This is a secret version from Fusion Strike. But Flaaffy, once during your turn, you may attach a Lightning Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So when Flaaffy came out, it got a lot of hype with cards like Rayquaza VMAX, and then like random toolbox things before. But the big thing keeping it from being played was Arceus VMAX, and then subsequently Jolteon VMAX, because it's not very hard to knock out the Flaaffies, and when they knocked him out, the game was over. It didn't really matter. So they have since printed a card to help us deal with that. But I will say, if you do face your Urshifu deck, you're probably going to have a bad time. But don't forget it's a Pokemon card game, and we're all having fun. Yeah. So, with that being said, let us jump into the deck list and see what Flaaffy's friends look like. So we do start with Arceus. I understand, God, another Arceus deck? Well, yeah. Because Arceus is just that good. It helps you power up your Pokemon, and you'll see when we show the Pokemon it powers up. It does combo very well with them. And also the V-STAR helps you really set up, because you can just search for 2 Flaaffies if you have to. I was thinking about going to 2-2, but it is go 3-2, because I do kind of want to start with it. We got the Ditto. As in any toolbox deck, you're going to want Ditto to recycle into your V Pokemon, since there's going to be a lot of one-ofs in the deck. So it's a great card to just pop on the bench, transform it into whatever might got knocked out, or something you had to discard earlier, and get your opponent. So we have the 3-3 Flaaffy line. As I said, I go with this Mareep because it has 1 retreat cost. This one is a more adorable art, but you can't do 30 for 2 if you have to over the 20 for 1. So it's your call on that one, but this is very adorable, and there's like the cute little house in the background. It's great. So then we go to the Pokemon. You're going to be powering up. So we got Raichu V. It's a really cool attack, actually. If you go first, you can use it, and you search for lightning and attach it to Raichu. So if you're having to go first, you open the Raichu, or you have like an air balloon type thing, you can retreat your active. You can just get 2 energy on Raichu. Easy. Put your opponent kind of behind the 8 ball, depending what their deck is, and get you a big attack turn 2. And that other attack is Dynamic Spark. You may discard any amount of lightning energy from your Pokemon. It does 60 for each card you discard. So you got the Flaaffy combo to power up and go super attack. There is a deck that is just Raichu and Arceus based with the Flaaffy, which is also a pretty good deck. But for this purpose, we did go with the toolbox. Then we have Tapu Koko V. So this card, 40 for 1, sure, not bad. And then Spiral Thunder for 3 energy, 20 plus 40 for each energy attached to all your opponent's Pokemon. So with all the Arceus decks running around in the format, they got the 3 energy on their Arceus, and they put 3 energy on whatever. So that means they have 6 energy into play, which means you're doing at least 260, which is really cool. So if you have a Bosch, you can pick up what they powered up, or if you got a Choice Belt, you can knock out Arceus. It's a really cool card. You can play one Tapu Koko VMAX if you want. It does 180, and if you have more prizes than your opponent, they're paralyzed. Still pretty good card. I just only went with the basic because that attack, I think, is pretty good at catching your opponent off guard if they're just like jamming energy to play, like an Arceus deck does. Then we got Vikavolt V, the classic disruption attack of your opponent can't play any items. This is really good against Mad Party. And I believe it's also it's pretty good against Rapid Strike Malamar. If you go first and you can get the turn 2 Vikavolt attack, they can't play items, and I think that's really, really good against them. Also, sometimes maybe your opponent's got a slow start, and you have time, so you just pop Vikavolt in the front, hit him with a few 50s, stall him enough to get your board going, all your Flaaffies easy, and then for 3, it does 190 with Super Zap Cannon, where you just discard 2 energy. Kind of a nice cleanup attack if you have to. We got a new card that just came out, Morpeko V-UNION. So it won't let me show you like one whole image of the card. So I'm going to just go through each piece as it pops up and let you know. So every V-UNION does have Union Gain, which is attached to of whatever type that Pokemon is. energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So this is lightning. So for 1 colors, attach your lightning. It's fine. We got all you can eat, just randomly drawn CF10. Why not? You know, if you're like, I can't really get knocked out, I can't knock him out next turn, pop a double turbo, the 2 lightnings, drawn CF10. Especially if you can't get knocked out and you gotta like reset mid game, why not? We got Electro Ball for 160 for 3, pretty generic. Then we got Burst Wheel. So 3 energy, 100 times. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 100 for each card you discard in this way. Now you do have to remember it says each card, so double turbo only counts as 1. It's not, if it said energy, you could, like, it would count as 2, which would be pretty insane, I think. Even though it's a V-Union, so I don't know why they didn't do it, because this card's not that easy to get in play. So that is Morpeko V-Union, and I will speak on the V-Union rule really quick in case you haven't played with them. So to be able to play a V-Union, you have to have all 4 pieces of the card in your discard pile, and you can only do it once in the game. So if your Morpeko gets knocked down, you cannot do again next turn and recycle it and keep going. I don't know, they stopped doing these, what their thing was, because they came out with them, and it was a little weird. It was like 4 pieces. They're fine. Luckily, we got Ultra Ball and stuff now to make it easier. I don't know if they're going to do anything more with them, or just kind of like randomly every like 4 or 5 minutes. Here's another one. I mean, whatever. I'm waiting for like Morpeko V-Union V-Star, so you got to have 8 cards, and the only way to play it is like you have to have all 8 pieces. I hope not. Just saying. And we're going to round out the Pokemon with Lumineon V, Surge of Supporter, and Manaphy, the card I was talking about earlier, to prevent all damage done to your bench. So if you see your opponent's Jolt Energy, you're going to get the Manaphy, hopefully stall long enough to do stuff. So let's head to the trainer cards. The 2 Evolution Incense, pretty simple set, you have a Pokemon. Ordinary Rod, shuffle 2 Pokemon, and or up to 2 basic energy. You got a bunch of 1-ofs, and if you don't have Ditto, it's going to recycle them in your deck and get the energy back in if you want to attack with Arceus. We do got 4 Quick Ball per generic. Discard a card, get a basic. Good thing about this, and Ultra Ball, which there are also 4 of in the deck, is you can discard V-Union pieces to get them in the discard pile to help get your Morpeko, so it's actually pretty sick. We got 2 Switch Reactive. We got 2 Stormy Mountains, which just looks insane, by the way. Once during each player's turn, they may search for a basic lightning or dragon Pokemon on their bench. So this is another way to help you set up getting your Mareeps or random one of the other attackers on the bench. Remember, Morpeko V-Union is not a basic, so or an evolution or any of that, so you cannot just get one random piece. We got Adventurer's Discovery, which I think is a really clutch card in V-Union decks or decks with V-Unions in them. Search for 3 V, put them in your hand. Now remember, V's mean everything. So V-Union, V, V-Star, V-Max, all are V's. They're all under the moniker of V. I was thinking about 2 of them, but I did go for 1 for now. So your general, if you can do it, you can like Lumineon for Adventurer's Discovery, and if you got like Ultra Balls, you can get the pieces. Discard them, get them in the discard pile. And then put on your bench. And then we got 3 bosses order. Pretty simple. Bring up one of your opponent's Pokemon. Get that Cheem knockout. Marnie, Disruption. You shuffle your hand. Put on the bottom. They draw 4. We draw 5. We got 3 Professor's Research. Discard your hand. Draw 7. 2 Air Balloons, which gives us 2 less retreat costs. So if you got to bring up a Flaaffy, you can still prep the bench or something. Choice Belt. Pretty staple at this point. Your Pokemon does 30 more damage to each your opponent's active V. And then we got 2 double turbo and 9 lightning. So the reason we only have 2 double turbo is because like it doesn't really combo with our Raichu, Tapu Koko, or Vikavolt. It does combo with Morpeko-ish, but hopefully we can just put 3 lightning energy on it. So we did only go with 2. Plus, if you can Starbirth turn 2, or if you have to, you could just get the double turbo out of your deck and put it in your hand. So, we're going to see how many games here we can get in with our Flaaffy Morpeko deck here. I'll go to the verses. I'm an expanded Raichu. Alright. Shows the right deck. Be awkward for the video. So we're going to jump in. See what Raichu could do. I'm sorry. Or Morpeko. Whatever. Flaaffy box. My bad. It's still named Raichu. That's on me. And see if we can get some opponents with our giant whatever Morpeko is. Alright. Well, we open Lumineon. To be fair, Victini, okay. If we draw an energy, we're fine. So, they did take 3 mulligans. Nice. Okay. Well, that kind of worked out just because of how things are. Okay, let's see what we got on our deck. We do have a V, so we got that in our hand. We do have a V-UNION piece prized, unfortunately. So, we got all this. We're going to get the Mareep. We will Ultra Ball a piece here. Away, we will get a basic Arceus. We're going to attach a Lightning and then move on from there. I don't want to attach a double turbo because I don't want to have it fan waves or hammer, because if they crushing hammer this, we can Flaaffy the energy back. So, if we don't get Marnie, our turn will be Arceus, double turbo, Evolution Incense for Flaaffy. We're going to Stormy Mountains for another Mareep or maybe Raichu, which is kind of awkward to bench because of the VMAX. We're going to research and see what happens. So, see what our opponent does. They're going to play the Crushing Hammer like I thought. They got Tails, Choice Belt. It's got to avoid a Marnie. I mean, our hand, we can still do stuff, but okay. I bet you they get a Victini. Nice. Pokegear for research. I'll take research over Marnie any day. So, we'll see what they got. Okay. I bet you they got Victini in their hand. So, we're going to do this. We're going to get Flaaffy. I don't think I want this. We want to get a Raichu. Which, not our deck. Just kidding. Pay attention to what's in your deck, kids. Okay. Research. If we get a piece, right? I really need... I don't need to knock this out, but I want to put the pressure on him to knock it out. So, what we're going to do is get a balloon, and I feel like they're going to get rid of my energy. Right. Okay. What we'll do is do this, retreat, we'll do this. So what we're going to do is get 3. We're going to put 1 on this, and then 2 on this. So if we get fan of waves, we can still attach and attack. Well, we get the 4th piece. No, I should have gotten all. I guess we don't have all pieces, but they will begin that Victini VMAX. Alright, so luckily we're going to get to hit this Victini, most likely. They will research. If we drew another research, that'd be really good. So, I don't think they have energy because they didn't do anything last turn. We have a lightning. I don't really have anything to get. I don't really want to do this. We're just gonna attack. I'm not gonna get anything, so Flaaffy is really good against Victini, as they do run the hammers and stuff, so it helps us get around the Crushing Hammer. Like you saw the first turn, if a Crushing Hammer didn't matter because we were able to get Flaaffy and could have attacked anyway. Alright, we're going to get Marnie. I didn't want to Marnie them because they do play a supporter called Kabu, I believe. It's the only Pokemon I play that gets to draw 8, so. Crushing Hammer? kind of irrelevant. They're just playing it. Oh, I guess if we didn't have the even if they got rid of that, we could just retreat and do Power Edge. So we will get the victory. We're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to draw and attack and win the game. All right, we did it. 1 win. Okay, moving on here. What do we get here? 4 uncommon chess. Cool. All right. Game number 2. Let's see what we've got here. Bidoof coin, already cool. You're already great opponent. I get to go first. Does that mean they're Mew? Well. Manaphy, what are we doing? We started Lumineon and then Manaphy. Oh, they're just Inteleon. Alright. Something. Well, they mulligan 4 times. Okay. So. Let's see. We could do it. So we'll get a Mareep. This is a turn where I could have attacked with Raichu, but I didn't really want to. We're not going to retreat. Just we're not going to retreat. We're going to attach it though in case we have Marnie. So we can get the Morpeko next turn. Oh, I didn't even check with 4 pieces. We're going to assume all 4 pieces in because I'm that good and I know all 4 pieces were in the deck. Because we're that talented. So, we'll show us if the game does continue and they don't path us. I'll show you how to get a sick-ass Morpeko. So, hopefully all the 3 pieces. Let's go. Okay. So, we got that. Oop. Maybe I messed that up. That's okay. We're fine. We're talented. Don't worry about it. We're going to get any 2 cards we want. Alright. I shouldn't have got the 3rd piece. That was on me. So we can Ultra Ball, and I guess we'll just get this energy. That was on me. Again, oops. I'm talented. Overthinking for the content. I'm trying to be like, we gotta get the sick content out. You don't. Nope, you really don't. Just play what you know. That's my biggest thing. We're just gonna knock them out though. And we're gonna power up Raichu. I played enough Mewtwo V-UNION Arceus to know that how to do the V-UNION thing, but alright, we did it. We got a dub. Alright, let's do a 3rd game. So those 2 were pretty quick. See what we can get. I mean, that was... So we started Lumineon, Manaphy, which means we should start Arceus right now. Boom, here it comes. As a Mareep. Alright. Well, we can't get knocked out. Wish this said I can get more Morpeko. So we're gonna draw it. We're gonna play Flaaffy, attach an air balloon, and draw 7 cards. Will be our turn. I understand the odds of strike Arceus are pretty low because I got a lot of basics in my deck. That was Cynthia. I'm gonna draw until they have 5 because I didn't knock anything out. Okay. Well, gosh, if I could attack with Vikavolt this turn, what are the odds? Right, we're gonna get greedy. 2 lightning and a way to discard. Well, kids, don't get greedy. It's bad for you. Never get greedy. If we had Arceus, it was insane. We're just gonna stop attack. Woo! I promise I know what I'm doing 30% of the time. I did get greedy. I should have just got Arceus, but I feel like if, you know, it would have been really good to get the 50. But it is what it is. So we learn to not be ridiculous like that. Yep. Ooh, they got Butterfree too. Oh, and oh boy. Uh-oh. It's gonna get wild for us. Nice. They got the sick Cherubi that attaches. Well, alright. This might be a loss for us because I unnecessarily was greedy. Don't do that. It's bad. It's not good for you. It's the worst. Yep, they will Sundra and Shell, probably for a Grotle, I could imagine. They will be, Metapod, and they pod in their Met. Alright, well, looks like we're researching something. Now, oh my gosh, okay, that was the thing that just happened. Well, because we're going to get to do that now. We're going to get Arceus VSTAR. So we're going to... we're going to Flaaffy. Again, we will retreat. Yeah, we're just not really doing that. Alright, opponent can't play items, so hopefully we'll be able to retreat and we can buy a turn to figure out what we're doing. Maybe drawing an Ultra Ball. Right? I don't know, we'll see. A card we could play is Articuno V, which is discard 2 cards, draw a card. That could help. Nice. Well, luckily, that's okay. So, yep. We can get through this one, and this one will be okay. Because we can V-Star for a way to get out of this. And I kind of just want to knock that one out, but that was pretty good. So we will Starbirth for a switch, and just won't draw a bunch of cards, I guess. So we're going to switch back to this so they can play items and pieces. Well, sure. So we'll go to the second piece. Get this. Go to the third piece. We'll get the fourth piece, which I cannot use currently, but that's okay. We'll put a lightning on this Raichu. Well, 50. They cannot play items. So they definitely can get the Torterra to knock us out. 50, 100, 150. Presumably can knock us out. They're doing 180 right now, so they do need one more. See what they get? They do. Oh, if they actually they don't need one more. If they play the Butterfree, you're right, because we'll take 30. So if they got to Torterra, we're gonna have a bad time. If they don't, we're gonna have an average time. Nope, they did. So we're gonna have to knock out it with Raichu. So we'll get knocked out. Alright, so we have like a weird race going. I'm imagining they play Raihan and stuff, so okay. Go to 2. Try this Morpeko. A ball thing. Damn. So we will put this here. This here. This here. We will retreat. So we're going to just grab 1, 2, 3, and then 1 off the Arceus on the bench. What the hell? Well, I did that wrong. Yeah, thought I clicked 4. Just kidding. Heck yeah. I'm talented, everybody. Alright, next game. Let's go. Alright, here we go. This is the game. This is the game where we start with every basic in our deck. Okay, we're getting an Arceus. I don't care my opponent's playing. Hopefully it's not Mew. Let's go, Eevee. Boom. Flareon. Love it. Already in love. Marry me. Okay. Well, we're getting an Arceus. I was out there a prize. Oh, we got all 4. I don't know what I have to do, but I'm gonna do it. So, if we don't get Marnie, which I don't think this deck plays Marnie, we're going to evolve, Lumineon, draw 7 cards, beep bop boom, not misclick, and have a good time. Maybe. Alright, here we go. Here we go, deck. Peace. Didn't actually matter. I guess the best card would have been a Morpeko piece. That's fine. Let's get those 7 cards drawn. Boom, bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Morpeko. Dang, that was close. We did pretty good. We did get this, which is cool. So we're going to get a double turbo. I think I'm just going to actually just get a research for next turn. We'll pop this, retreat, knock it out, and put 3 on our Raichu. We did it. Okay, well, we unfortunately today did not get out Morpeko. That was on me. We're going to open a pack, by the way, in every video, I think, now. So we didn't get a Morpeko. Arceus is a good card. Don't misclick. But you could see how Flaaffy gave us a whole bunch of outs to do other things. Like you saw the first game, we were basically hammer-proof with the hand we had, which is pretty sweet. The best thing about Flaaffy is you don't always have to just play lightning Pokemon with it. There's a cool deck that gets better with cards they're releasing. I really like Morpeko V-UNION. I think it's a cool finisher. You can definitely edit this deck more to make it get out the V, but the deck's not based around the V-UNION, so I did not do that. What's that? This is Arceus V-STAR Secret Rare. That's a Druddigon. But if you want this Druddigon, please comments. I'll send you 12 of them. But so the deck's really cool. The Morpeko V-UNION is the card I want to try out because it's new. It's like I said, it could be a really good finisher, especially because like you can get it in one turn, like when you do the V-UNION. And if you got Flaaffys, you don't really have to rely on Arceus, and you can just pop out 300 out of nowhere, which is pretty good. If you get that Choice Belt 330, that's a Mew. Get out of my face. So with that being said, drop a like. Let me know what you thought. Maybe even a subscribe if you're a Morpeko stan. And I will see everybody next time on the tea table.